Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with the weather podcast for this February 16th, President's Day, Washington's birthday to be exact, and Snowmageddon 15. Well, I'm sure somebody's calling it that, but the snow seriously is coming down. If you have not been up yet, you haven't looked out your window, it's coming down rather hard across the area, especially west of Bowling Green. That's where we're going to see several hours worth of snow, and it's piling up quickly. I'm just looking back at the Paducah chat room here in the National Weather Service office in Paducah. Benton, Kentucky, Marshall County, 2.5 inches of snow thus far. It's still coming down. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, 4 inches of snow. Mayfield, Kentucky, over in Graves County, 2.5 inches of snow on the ground. Evansville, 1 inch. Grand Chain, that's in Pulaski County, Illinois, 4 inches of snow. Central City, Muhlenberg, 1.5 inches of snow. Hopkins County, 2 inches of snow. You head back to Hopkinsville, 2 inches of snow on the ground in Christian County as of right now. And we're starting to get close to probably an inch in Butler County, near Morgantown, and some of those totals will start to come in here as the morning continues. So, the snow that we've been talking about is here. This event is on. There are hazardous driving conditions no matter where you go this morning. And even worse, we've got a mixture of freezing rain and sleet in the snow that is occurring just south of Bowling Green along I-65 and into northern Middle Tennessee. Between us and Nashville, it is a rough go. We're hearing of some slide-offs. There is a layer of ice because temperatures are below freezing. It is rain that is coming down, freezing rain on contact with the surface, and that is causing a sheet of ice to form, even on Interstate 65. So if you have to travel between here and Nashville, let me tell you, just forget about it. It is not a good go, and it's not going to be a good go anywhere today across southern Kentucky. So the snow is on. We've got hazardous travel conditions, and it looks like we're going to get what has been predicted. Now, as far as the totals, we're still, Future Max Snow Predictor is still calling for a swath of about 8 to 12 inches across southern Kentucky. Some will get a little bit more. Some will get maybe a lot less. On the general, 6 inches, I would say, would be a general rule of thumb, maybe 6 to 8, with some locations picking up a little bit more. Others will pick up a little bit less. So don't focus just on the one number. If you look at what we've posted and what we've been posting, the little snow maps with the projected totals or potential totals, keep in mind that is a potential high number. It's not a guarantee that's going to happen, so you can't come back later and say, well, you guys missed it. You said a foot or 13 inches or whatever. It may not be that. I'll just be honest with you. In some cases, it could be more. In others, it could be less. I stressed this in the podcast that I put out yesterday, which literally thousands of people listened to. It was one of those days when everybody was talking about the weather and going to the store and getting preparations done, so that's good. Well, now this event is on and will be on for the rest of today. Winter storm warning in effect all the way through midnight tonight, and that could be even extended. It's a possibility, but I can tell you that looking at the 7-day forecast, we're not going to get out of the deep freeze anytime soon. As a matter of fact, we're talking about record-breaking cold as we get into the middle of this week. So whatever falls today is going to stay pretty much all week long. There's no melting that's going to take place. There may be a little bit of radiational sun that breaks through and melts a little bit, but the numbers are not going to get above freezing until Saturday. And then maybe we'll see some melting taking place. All right, looking at the numbers, yesterday's high, 26 in Bowling Green, 50 is the average. That's a 24-degree difference. 11 was our low. 30 is the average. That's a 19-degree difference. A year ago, we had a high of 32 and a low of 19 back in 2014. Up until midnight, no precipitation officially at the Bowling Green Airport, but that has drastically changed. Doppler Max HD radar is covered in snow. And looking back to the west and southwest of us, several hours of snow still yet to come throughout much of the day today. So this is not even close to being over by any stretch. Now, some of you may start out this morning with some sleet or freezing rain mixed in with the snow, but it's going to go over to all snow, and some of the rain or some of the snowfall amounts and rates may be rather impressive later in the morning that we get. Say after 8, 9, 10 o'clock toward midday, it could really just come down to beat the band. So, and where those little bands set up, the mesobanding is what we call it, that's where some of the stronger energy is expounded upon within the storm. Where those set up, that's where you could see your higher snowfall totals closer to a foot in some cases. Otherwise, you're going to see, 8, 9, 10 inches. Not surprising that we'll see that before all this is done later this evening. A 100% chance of snow today, heavy at times, a high of only 25, well below freezing. Then tonight, snow ending, mainly cloudy, overnight low at 12. For Tuesday, partly sunny, yeah, that's okay, but there's still going to be a lot of snow on the ground, still some impassable roads, still hazardous driving conditions, and maybe a few flurries, 27, and then we get down to a low of 7 for Tuesday night. Wednesday, partly sunny, very cold, in fact, possibly record-breaking cold. A high of only 17 with a passing flurry, but a low of -8. 8 below zero Wednesday night. There you go. There's your record-breaking cold. 12 is it for a high on Thursday with a mostly sunny sky. -4 on Thursday night. And then Friday back to 27. Partly sunny with a chance of a snow shower. As we get into Saturday, finally, southwesterly winds move in. We do have another system coming in, but this time it will be mainly rain, and we get up to 40 for a high on Saturday. That'll be our first opportunity to get above freezing all week long. Sunday, showers ending at 43. So, this is a big event. As I mentioned yesterday, we're not used to this kind of a winter storm. It has been, you have to go back at least 4 years or more, even maybe a decade or two, to find this kind of a winter storm as far as impact and what it's going to entail for much of us. So if you don't have to get out today, please don't. We have a special section at wbko.com on our homepage. Right there at top, you'll see closings. You'll see a blue logo that says closings with snowflakes on it. You can open that story and add to the comment section if you have a business or event that is canceled or closing for today. Just add it to the list like everybody else there has. And, of course, at the bottom of the screen, we have our Polar Report, which is does have a few school closings, even though the majority of schools are out today. There's some in-service, some teachers that were going to be in today, students not being in, but they have decided in some cases to close because of the snow coming in, or already here, actually. So, you have several things that you can check, but wbko.com, our weather page and internet page, homepage, all of that is constantly updated 24 hours a day, and we'll keep that updated throughout the day with breaking news, weather updates. I'll post something there, if snowfall totals seem to change or we get some other reports of weather coming in. Well, you check there. That's your best bet. Plus, you can do that on your device by downloading the WBKO app. It has an interactive radar where you can check that. I recommend you download Radar Scope. There's a way to do that. There from our WBKO weather page, All of those tools are there for you to use in a situation just like this. So hopefully you've made your preparations, you're ready to go, but if you don't have to get out, please don't. It is very dangerous out there this morning. A full update coming up live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, and I'm doing some updates even at the top and bottom of the hour on WBKO ABC just to keep everybody updated. But throughout the day, whatever breaks, whatever happens, we will break in and keep you up to date. In the meantime, more than ever, know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day. I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, streaming live, of course, to the internet at wbko.com. God bless and be safe.